Grábale. Ay, güey. Hold on, wait, hold on. So this is the first official startup.
A huevo. ¿Quieres?
Pues ya que, dale gas. Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to otro pinche video, where today we're gonna start this bitch up. Basically, right now all I did was I hooked up a vacuum block, boost controller. That's temporary. Running to the wastegate, and then to there. This is the blowout valve. It runs. Connects right there. That one goes there, that one goes to the wastegate, to the bottom port. Feed it off right there. She is pretty much good to go. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, ya miraron, I did a little startup. So, ahorita vamos a ver qué pedo. They won't stay on, it might be because of the tune. Yesterday when I started it, humeaba like really bad. A whole bunch of smoke was coming out. Right now, ya no sale. It's not as bad. I guess it's just burning through all the oil, but we're just letting the battery charge because ya no la mamamos. But pretty much she's ready to start. Added a little vent for the PCV system. I deleted the whole PCV system because the thing with these LS motors is that whenever you go turbo and you have the stock PCV system, the dipstick tends to like fly out. It pressurizes the crankcase and this bitch will smoke really bad. But I added some oil to it the other day. It has braking oil, so it's all good. It's all Gucci. So here in a little bit we're gonna try to start again. Basically what happened is that this truck the gas tank had a whole bunch of old ass gas, like really old, that even smell bad. And I'm thinking that's the reason why it didn't start. So last night when I did start it, went down to the gas station and got a jug. They got some 93 octane and filled it up. And then today here, what I did before I even started recording is that I took the feed line and I just like purged the fuel pump, took out all the old ass gas. Well, not all the old gas, but whatever was in the lines. So we're just letting this bitch charge.
Tienes que hablar seriamente contigo, güey.
Y ya están a regañar, loco. Still letting it charge. I think I might need some more coolant. I filled it up yesterday, but it's gonna need some more. Maybe like another jug. Probably buy that shit tomorrow. What else? That's it. Need a power steering line, but eso es lo de menos. Ah, puta madre. I still need to add some brake fluid, delete the whole system. Yeah, buddy. Pues dale. No vales verga tú, loco. Dale poquito gas, güey. Así es, güey. Es que es electrónico, güey. Sí, güey. Vales verga tú, loco. ver, güey, tú no vas a ver.
Nah, es que está cuidando, güey, lo que somos nuevos, güey.
Sí. No la voy a dar ya, güey, tú no vas a dar.
No me da chance que me pone nervioso a la verga, güey.
Me estás mirando, güey. Tú vete lejos y yo la prendo.
Alright, so basically what we think the problem is, I mean, it was a start up, but like what I noticed right here is like, see, my hand is pretty dry. When I put my hand in there, it smells like gas. So I don't know if, well, I'm pretty sure it's the tune in the truck. It's obvious. I mean, these are 100-pound injectors. It has a Wabro 450, so you know the computer is not tuned for these big of injectors, and then obviously it's not tuned for that big of a fuel pump. So that may be the issue, that it's not starting and it's just, you know, pumping a lot more gas than, you know, the stock fuel injectors and the stock fuel pump. So that's a problem that we think it is, just because I just noticed it now. See, like my hand is completely dry. Put my hand in there and it's completely wet, and it just smells like straight up gasoline. So it might not just be burning the gas right, it might just be squirting way too much gas in there, and you know, it's not, you know, it's basically flooding the cylinder, and it's not gonna start like that if there's way too much gas for that spark plug to burn. So I'm gonna give it, you know, a few more tries, see if I can get it to hopefully idle or start. And if I can, then oh well, you know, it's all good. I already talked to the guy that's gonna do a bass tune on it. Right now the guy's in Vegas, so hopefully whenever he gets back, hopefully it's by this weekend, we can get this thing tuned and get it to idle right. After that, you know, he's gonna do a quick bass tune on it, that way I can drive it around, break it in. I still have to do the first stage of breaking the motor in, which is, you know, I need the motor to start. Once it starts and it idles, you know, I have to rev the engine up to about 2,500 RPM for about 20-25 minutes. Let it go through a heat cycle, let it get up to temperature, shut it down, drain all the oil, and, you know, replace the oil filter. After that, I add some more braking in oil and drive it around for about 500 miles, and it should be good to go. After that, then, you know, it's good to put it on the dyno, get it tuned, see if it makes the power that I want it to make. But as of now, you know, the problem might be just the tune. So like I said, you know, I'm gonna give it a few more tries, see if it wants to start. If it doesn't, you know, I'm just not even gonna fuck with it no more. I'm just gonna leave it how it is, and then hopefully this Saturday or this weekend I can get it tuned and see if this thing runs. One part that I do still need to get, and a thing that I still need to do is down there, I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but basically I forgot that the exhaust pipe that goes up there, I need to have a gasket for that thing, and I completely forgot to get it. It's a little donut gasket, or like a little ring. I need to get that thing, so hopefully I'll buy it tomorrow. It's just no big deal. And then over here, where the crossover pipe connects, right down there, like the starter wires, as well as the transmission lines, come a little bit too close to that exhaust. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop that crossover pipe, take it off, and just heat wrap the small little place where it comes real close to the starter wires and the tranny lines. Wrap that shit, that way, you know, nothing happens. Just need to zip tie that right there, that way it doesn't touch this, because it's gonna get stupid hot. And you know, it's just little shit, but for the most part, I mean, you guys saw it, it's wanting to start, but the issue might be the tune, which is not a problem. So here in a little bit we're gonna keep trying it. I did add some new gas to it. It has 93 octane, you know, pump gas, so we'll see what's up. Alright, we're gonna give it one last try, or a couple last tries, see how if it wants to do something, which I very highly doubt it, but it doesn't hurt to try. Hold up, let me mount you guys real quick. Might not want to start. I'm gonna try it maybe like another 3-4 times. If it doesn't want to start, then I'm just gonna leave it alone and just wait for Saturday whenever my homework comes. Here we go. Alright, man, so we tried. Fortunately, it won't start. It just feels like there's, look at all that right there. I think that's gas. Watch. And that thing just smells like gas. So obviously, you know, like I said, it's not tuned for these injectors. It's not tuned for the fuel pump. So all it is gonna need, pues va a ser un tune. ¿Qué onda, loco? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't want to fuck it up, and then just wait for the tuner. Okay, we're gonna give it another try. Encontramos una falla. Found a little problem. Just a little overlooked part.
It really ran better without. Oh. Alright, let me disconnect this one. I'm disconnected because I plugged it back up, but I'm to keep it off now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Aquí no podemos fumar, ¿está?
Claro, sobre la-
Yeah.
That's tune, güey.
Yeah, eso es todo. Pero ¿por qué te van a
Como que se están quedando abiertos.
Se lo doy de tiempo.
Yeah, no, pero también, like, pues son bigger injectors, güey, so they're squirting a lot more fuel, güey. Tienes que revelar la fuel pump.
Porque sale ya hasta black smoke.
Yeah.
Hey, this bit sounds.
Se va a escuchar bien pasada de riata.
In this video?
Alright, so as you guys saw, we got a better startup. But that's because this has to do with the tuning part. What I was doing when I got it to start up like that really badass one was because I was giving it gas. You know, so as soon as I turn the key on, obviously it pumps, you know, it turns the water, I mean the whole fuel pump on. So when it started up real badass, we took, well, basically I unplugged the fuel pump. I unplugged it, and basically we just started it with a little bit of gas that it had inside the fuel rails. So as soon as we hit it, it dumped the perfect amount of fuel in there, and that's when we got that really badass rev. Unfortunately, you know, whenever we plug the fuse back on, that pump just kicks on, and it's pumping out way too much, you know, way too much fuel pressure. So, you know, it's like I said, it's flooding the cylinders, and that's the reason why, you know, it wants to start, but you know, the cylinders get flooded with a whole bunch of gas, and that's what we think is happening. But right now I think we have a gas pressure tester, so I'm gonna see how much gas or how much pressure is actually building, because it seems to be a lot of pressure. So it might be just, you know, overpowering that little fuel pressure regulator that these come with, which is that. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm not gonna turn it on. I'm just gonna hook up the fuel pressure tester and see what's up. All right, here we go again. A ver, voy a ponerla acá, una lower angle. Que se mire el Turbonerex ahí. Okay. A ver, levántate a ver la pinche. Alright. So basically, yeah, it might be the tune. You know, we probably have to regulate that fuel pump in the tune somehow, or fuck with the injectors, you know, the duty cycle, or how much, you know, shit that they're point, you know, the gas, the amount of gas that's going through them. So I'm just gonna call it at that. At least I heard the little turbo spool. That bitch sounded so bad. So we'll see what's up. But as far as the truck, I'm just gonna call it right there. You know, I'm not gonna fuck with it anymore. Not until I get it tuned. You know, it's obviously tune related, as well as too much gas. You know, this thing is putting out a little bit too much gas, too much pressure. So that's what's causing it to basically, you know, choke out. It's choking. So with that being said, you know, I'm just gonna wait for Saturday, get it tuned. Finally, you know, get it tuned, get this bitch running the way it should be running, and from there, you know, it's just a matter of time before we can finally get it, see if it moves in its own power, and hopefully it does. Hopefully everything goes good with the tune. He said he would charge me $200 just to give it a quick bass tune, just so I can drive it around, break it in, and then once it's broken in, you know, I would like to get the rear end fixed first before I take it to the dyno. That way it's spinning with both wheels and all that good stuff. But man, that shit sounds so good. Whenever that little turbo spools, it's something else, man. Look at that. Now that it's actually lubricated, it spins a lot more freely. Before I even installed it, you know, it was a little bit stiff, but everything's coming out perfect. It's just that that's obviously a fuel issue, tune issue probably. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go over here with the guys, see what they're gonna do. We're just gonna drink it up, celebrate that small little victory that we actually made a rib.
¿Sí lo vendieron o no? ¿Cuál de verga? Ahorita.